Morning light touched the northern grove gently, but the peaceful jungle air was hiding a secret.
That is the third predator leaving in 3 days. They all leave the exact same way. Why?
Did you see that? He wasn't even hunting today. Why did he look up at that branch? There is absolutely nothing up there. I flew past it 3 times already. Why are they leaving?
They leave because this environment has been fundamentally reorganized by my arrival. I maintain my dominant presence. Presence is the finest security. Nothing enters here because I am here. It is simple psychological dominance.
You are on the south side of this grove, Sable. That leopard just left from the north.
Acoustics, my dear Duma. The undeniable weight of my authority carries perfectly on the morning jungle wind.
High above them, Miru watched quietly from her branch. She did not move or make a sound.
The scent changes here. But why? It is not territorial aggression. Wait, I am flying too fast.
Let me do another quick pass right now.
She zoomed directly past the slow loris once again.
Observe this posture. A predator calculates the geometric impossibility of victory. I am a magnificent architectural barrier.
You are posing for a bush, Sable.
I am actively establishing a highly secure perimeter right now.
You both might want to stand downwind of me to benefit from my scales and resonant frequency.
A monitor lizard slithered cautiously toward the entrance. It stared up at the branch and suddenly fled.
The acoustics theory is validated. Even the reptiles acknowledge my domain and run away from my presence.
Up on the branch, Miru deliberately raised both arms. It looked exactly like a gentle, sleepy stretch.
Look at her stretching motion. She is harmless fluff. They are fleeing my majesty, totally ignoring her.
But the lizard was looking right at her. I need one more look from a different angle.
Duma walked over and took a deep sniff. She identified a strange scent, defying her knowledge base.
Duma turned away quickly, choosing efficiency over truth. Miru just watched them all with a slow blink.
Hours bled away into dusk. The daytime noise settled into a hushed, reverent quiet across the jungle.
I cannot see it. I keep missing the answer because I am moving much too fast again.
Mid-air, near the northern entrance, Nyx finally did the one thing she always avoided. She completely stopped.
By stopping, her transparent wings became entirely invisible in the fading amber light. The jungle forgot her.
A new predator approached the entrance with heavy, confident footfalls. Nyx watched closely from her invisible vantage.
On the low branch, Miru did not panic. She executed her signature movement, raising her arms slowly.
Her brachial gland activated, mixing secretion with saliva. She armed the only venomous primate defense on Earth. An invisible chemical wall entered the dusk air. The unseen predator hit that powerful scent and stopped. The predator remembered this specific chemical lesson from months ago. It turned around and walked away quickly.
It was always her. The most protective force in the jungle was the one looking most harmless.
Nyx dropped out of the canopy like a stone, darting straight toward Duma and Sable below her.
It is Miru. It is not acoustics. It is chemistry. She lifted her arms and he stopped.
I beg your pardon? That slow woodland creature is repelling apex predators? That is completely structurally absurd.
Duma did not argue. Her body language shifted instantly into a pre-run freeze before erupting into motion. She cleared the distance in a fraction of a second, moving through the undergrowth perfectly and silently.
Duma stopped at the boundary. She leaned in, taking a slow breath directly beneath the low branch. The lingering chemical marker was undeniable. It was potent, terrifying, and belonged entirely to the slow loris.
Nyx is right. It is a powerful chemical deterrent. She has been protecting this territory all alone.
For the very first time today, Sable had absolutely nothing to say. The heavy silence stretched on. Sable stared into the middle distance, silently processing the complete collapse of his previously published dominance theory.
I maintain presence, adjacent to the thing that actually matters. I was providing necessary supplementary visual deterrence.
He did not collapse. He found the exact calibration required to survive the truth without losing dignity. Duma walked slowly toward the northern entrance again. Her footfalls were careful, deliberate, and deeply respectful now.
She did not crowd the loris. She simply walked to a spot directly downwind of the branch.
Duma crossed one paw over the other and sat down. She did not demand any explanation whatsoever. She offered her presence to the creature who carried the grove's safety in absolute invisibility for years. For a long, heavy moment, neither of them moved. The underlying truth of the space fundamentally shifted.
Miru slowly opened her enormous eyes. She looked down at the cheetah sitting quietly in the twilight.
The predators still avoided the area, but now they understood exactly why this place remained perfectly safe.
Miru registered Duma's relaxed posture. It was a deliberate, respectful choice to sit downwind, asking for nothing.
Miru leaned forward fractionally. When she finally spoke, her voice was soft, low, and perfectly, beautifully unhurried. Nobody saw me because I never needed them to. Until now. She smiled very gently at Duma. Duma did not respond with words. A single resonant hum vibrated deep within the grateful cheetah's chest. They shared the twilight space. Understanding that being found requires a decision only the invisible can make.
High above them, Nyx watched everything. For the first time ever, she had no more frantic questions.
The most harmless-looking creature is truly the most powerful. Safety is brilliantly built from patient slowness.
Nyx turned her gaze outward, looking past the boundaries of Miru's wonderfully protected and deeply peaceful territory. Somewhere further north, a second grove had gone completely quiet. But that silence felt very, very wrong. Unlike Miru's lively sanctuary, nothing there appeared untouched. In that distant, scary place, even the birds fled.
But here, the amber light finally faded gently on Miru's branch, leaving her grove wonderfully, perfectly protected.
We shall remain vigilant together. My majestic presence and your invisible chemistry make an absolutely excellent team.
You just cannot let it go, can you?
Academic excellence requires constant, vocal, and extremely confident collaboration.
Miru closed her eyes, curling softly against the bark. She was no longer just the invisible protector.
She was truly seen. And the jungle was better, because she finally chose to share her secret.
I cannot wait to discover what else is hiding tomorrow.
Please, just let us enjoy this quiet.
The night settled peacefully over the northern grove. The slowest animal had proven to be the strongest.
Sometimes, the greatest power does not roar loudly. Sometimes, it just sits quietly and waits for dusk.
And when the time is right, it reveals its magic, keeping everyone safe in the beautiful jungle.